Well, welcome, friends. The Friday after Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. If you can believe it, I'm actually alone today. I got the whole place to myself. Had a bunch of people here, family and so forth, staying in the weekend, but they've all gone out, and I have the whole house to myself with my dog. So we're flying, and we're doing a full flight video, and we're leaving from Sheridan, Wyoming, where we landed yesterday on Thanksgiving in a beautiful landing. And we're headed off to Billings, Montana for a very short flight. It's just 100 nautical miles, so a quick one. We fly in at flight level 190. We plan to land on the ILS runway 28 right via the Bighorn 3 Star. And let's get up on the flight deck and get this thing started. Nice weather today in Sheridan. We really have been very lucky on this flight, this journey, this 50-state tour in terms of weather. All right, let's go.
Salt Lake approach Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey IFR to Billings, ready to copy.
Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey is cleared to Billings Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127.75, squawk 4451.
All right.
Clearance void 30 minutes from now.
Okay, so we're going to climb up to 10,000 feet. We'll acknowledge that.
Cessna November, Tree 43
Set our
Bravo
VS
Whiskey
3500.
cleared to Billings Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure is
We're departing to the south-southeast, in the opposite direction of where we landed yesterday, so, and then having to make a right turn. So we're going to have some terrain to get over, so we're going to want to climb as quickly as practicable. Calibrate our altimeter 29901. Get our pitot static on. APU is good to go. Let's start the right engine. Open the fuel valve. Set nav source to GPS. Set bearing 1 GPS and bearing 2 to nav 1 for the ILS frequency, which we'll enter now at runway 28 right at Billings of 111.5. The whole day free, can you imagine? And then the VOR at Billings is 114.5. Got a nice run in this morning, got home, did a bunch of yard work, all before like 8. It's pretty good, right? Power hasn't gone out. Hopefully it stays that way. PFD wind option 2. Speed bugs, we're high up, sort of, so we're going to VR 141, VY 195, and V app 144. All on. All right, friends. Okay, the right engine's up and running. Let's do our left engine now. Okay, friends. Hopefully everything goes smoothly on this flight. I'm not going to get pushback, I guess. Is there ground services available? No, there's not. Well, let's at least announce taxi. Maybe I'll get arrows.
Sierra Hotel Romeo traffic Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey is taxiing to runway 15.
Those mannequins are still standing there. I like this girl right here. And where's this woman going? It's okay. I appreciate the effort that was put into making this. There's a crowd right there. Look at these guys. They look like political prisoners. Good times. All right, let's zoom in on our MFD. Engine's coming up. Okay, APU off and starters are off. Parking brake released. Notch of flaps. Taxi light on. Okay, so now the only question is, will we get guidance in the form of arrows, which I strongly doubt. These untowered airports, you're kind of on your own. It's old school. All right, well. Fix our camera out here, too. Show you our approach real fast. Bring up the VFR map. Go ahead and populate, friend. Oh, there you go. Anyway, see, we're going to take off this direction, turn right, go over this ridge line, and then head up. There's Bighorn, BGR. Kuzga, BGHRN, Little, Crow, Hardin, Wygood, and Pictou. We want to be at 6,000 feet at Wygood, 5,000 at Pictou, and it's an 8.0 nautical mile final. So the only thing I wish I could get is pushback. Shift P used to work for that, but apparently not anymore. I mean, when I say used to, I mean in the olden days. Well, we're going to flip the UE then. I know where, I mean, you just got to know where you're going. All right, let's go. No arrows, no pushback for us. Even though there's a tug right there. Sorry, buddy. You're about to be decapitated. Well, actually, sort of vivisectioned. Oh, we got our arrows. Nice. Got a taxi via Alpha. This is Alpha right here. Runway's over here. Stupid thing. Runway's over here. Starts here, goes out that way. Hope everybody had a nice turkey day. Always want to try to enjoy. I like Thanksgiving generally. It's a fun holiday. But I've always found it sort of interesting because, you know, you're supposed to remind yourself of what it is you're thankful for. But isn't the inverse of that inquiry thinking about what you've lost? And hence, isn't it sort of fundamentally a depressing undertaking? I don't know. That's such a dreary outtake. Such a dreary interpretation of what should be a nice holiday. But I don't know. To me, it seems like it's sort of a obvious, rational observation. Being grateful for what you have, doesn't that necessarily imply lamenting what you've lost? I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it's just my state. All right, friends. We're going to cross this little runway here. There's nobody coming. Now, we're going to Billings for a couple reasons. First of all, it's close, and it's just going to be a quick full flight video. But also because I purchased the upgraded scenery for it, and I've not yet seen it. So let's go look at what the upgraded Billings, Montana scenery looks like. Oh, we lost our arrows. Okay, they're gone now. Well, we know where we're going, so. The sim has been stable, but that doesn't mean that it's going to stay stable, so you never know. We're on Bravo right now, taxiway Bravo. Just making our way here to the active runway, and we're just about there, so let's get ready for this, what promises to be a short but hopefully fun flight. That's a great piece of music. Short Ride in a Fast Machine by John Luther Adams. If you've ever heard it, it's only like 4 or 5 minutes. Check it out on YouTube. That's what we're about to do, a short ride in a fast machine. All right, friends, let's go. Announce our departure west. Skies look beautiful. Stop on these hold short bars. Okay. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. U.S. Air Force. Announce departure west. 8.
Kilo Sierra Hotel Romeo traffic Cessna
I'm sure
November
nobody's
343
coming.
Bravo Whiskey taking off runway 6 west departure.
6 west? What the hell is that? Runway 6? Taking off on runway 15, bro.
Runway 15.
Not runway 6. That's very strange.
8,200 feet remaining.
Little mouse control issue there. That's very strange. I've had 2 anomalous things happen here on this already. See, runway 15, not runway 6. We lost our arrows and it thinks we're taking off on runway 6. Well, anyway, let's see what happens. That's the fun, right? It's like walking around a trapdoor. What's not to like? Okay, friends, let's go. Sink our heading bug. We'll fly runway heading until we are established. Start our timer. Established unstable climb out. Okay, here we go, friends. Off to Billings. Let's go. Winds are calm. That suits me. Airspeed's good. 120. Got our density altitude to consider. 130 and 140 and rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Autopilot's engaged.
Salt Lake Center.
Auto throttle.
November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey is passing 4,500 feet. climbing
200.
4,000 feet.
Bring in the flaps.
Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey, Salt Lake, center altimeter, 29
Landing lights.
Continue to cut that as planned.
Okay, now we can engage nav or stable climb out.
Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
Up to 15,000 through a whiskey.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Alright, friends, look at this. That's slick. God. Some of these look like nice pads. Oh, I wish this was real. It's one of the fun things about a game like this. You can live an imaginary life. Alright, we'll set our speed at 210. Try to get up to our cruising altitude of 19,000 feet. It's not going to be long before we get our descent instructions, so let's go ahead and take advantage of this airplane's climbing abilities and climb at 4,000 feet per minute. Going to get over this terrain without any problem.
Envoy 409er, site contact Salt Lake Center on 133.25.
Only 9,000 feet to go and climbing at 4,000 feet per minute, so somehow I think we're not going to have any problems getting to 19,000 feet. 2 minutes until we're there.
Going to 133.25.
But let's get our speed up just a bit. We're above 10,000, so we'll take 250 just until we finish climbing. I want to maintain this steep climb out just because of the terrain issues and also because it's such a short damn flat. I want to get up to 19,000 feet. Then we'll gun it. Aircraft's capable of faster knots indicated than 250 at this altitude, but I figure I don't like being ordered to descend before we've reached our cruising altitude. That blows. Mainly because it's reflective of poor decision making on my part. Alright, we're coming up on 15,000 feet. We should get our further climb instructions. I'm going to anticipate an instruction to climb up to 190, but we won't execute it until we officially get word. Which should be forthcoming momentarily. 14,700. As soon as it gets to 14.8, we should receive further climb instructions. Bingo. Right on schedule. Up to 190 through a whiskey.
Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Increase our speed yet more. Is that 290? Now listen, customarily you'd expect don't want our ITT temperature staying hot, so we'll reduce our climb rate to 3,500 feet. You'd expect normally to receive descent instructions if you're at 19,000 feet at 63 miles out. We're 88 miles out, but oh, we got some ice. Picking up some ice. No problem.
Destination ATIS is 126.3.
But the airport elevation at Billings is at 3,600 feet, which makes our AGL not really 19,000, but more about 16 or 15.4.
Climbing through transition altitude.
Standard 29902. Let's go ahead and get our speed up further as we're closing on our cruising altitude. We did make it up to our cruising altitude. Got some rough air. Weather is nicer in Sheridan than in Billings, where it's still not bad, but it's 58 degrees and mostly cloudy, winds out of the west-southwest, and we're landing on runway 28 right. We got some gorgeous clouds though on this flight. That's fun. Not going to switch over to Mach mode on this. We're just going to stay knots indicated 320. See the barber pole there represents our speed limits, so got some chop though. Feeling it. Bouncing around just a little bit. To say sorry to the only person who wants to fly with me anymore, my dog. Gorgeous skies though. Really gorgeous skies. Outside air temperature up here at 19,000 feet is minus 20. I expect to receive descent instructions here very shortly. 77 miles out. Ground speed's just 378 knots. We've got a 45 knot headwind, and we're not that high, so we can't go as fast as we ordinarily would in this bird, just because we're flying through thicker air, and that makes us slower. But I'm going to try to squeeze every ounce out of it. See if we can do 325. But very choppy over these mountains. Look at this. Come on. That is something else. Snow on those peaks. That looks nice. Definitely heading into more weather than we had in Sheridan, but nothing, I like to think, nothing we can't handle for this full flight video. I'm up to 35 subscribers. Wayward souls. No, I'm kidding. I'm grateful. I got a couple good comments actually the last couple of flights. That's always nice. One person asked me what kind of rig I was flying with, so I was happy to provide him with the technical specifications.
133.25 for Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
All right, we're probably going to get our handoff here momentarily.
Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey flight level 190.
Cessna November, Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey, Salt Lake Center, continue as planned.
Okay, now I expect to get descent instructions. Flying as fast as we can without going over. Those peaks look mighty close. I like being able to see individual trees along the ridge lines. That's pretty slick. All right, we're 60 miles out. But again, with the altitude correction, it puts us at about 19,000. What did I say? 15.4. So I'd expect to receive a descent instruction at about 50. Oh, there it is. Down to 14,000 through whiskey. I was going to say down to, slow to 320, down to about 52 miles out, and we got our instruction at 59 miles out. So ATC is playing nice. Let's begin our descent. 1,800 feet per minute for now. And and down to 14,000 as we fly over this visually stunning terrain here in southwestern Montana, northwestern Wyoming, southwestern Montana.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 270 knots.
Okay, they want a speed restriction on us. And they've changed our descent instruction to 15. I thought they said 14 to start. Betty says nearest altimeter is 3008, but yet it's still coming in at 29091, so stand by on that. They want us to slow down, so we'll slow down. Look at this. Look at this gorge. This canyon or whatever it is. That looks amazing. Wow. Ugh.
Envoy 40905, contact Billings approach on 120.5. Good day.
Trying to abide by that speed restriction, 270 knots.
Going to 120.5, envoy 40905.
All right, getting ready to head into some clouds. It looks like we might pop out under them in short order. Look at these clouds, you guys. Yeah, one of the commenters remarked on the widescreen that I use, and it is a widescreen. It's a Asus 49-inch gaming monitor that I've had for about a year now, and I swear, probably more than a year now, actually. I swear by it. I absolutely love it. Okay, we're in those clouds, as I mentioned, but descending through them. But they've cleared us down to 15,000. We should get further descent instructions.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Right on cue, 14,000.
Descend and maintain
One thing I
14,000
noticed
feet. Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
in all my mountain flying is that ATC does get a little goofy with their descent instructions. They're constantly altering it. All right, speed restrictions at 270, but I'm going to keep us at 280 just because I don't want to delay our arrival. Descending at 1,800 feet per minute, 40 miles out. Now again, normally 40 miles out, you'd expect to be at 12,000 feet, but because their airport elevation is 3,600 feet, 3,662 to be specific, approach course 282, runway length 10,518 feet, minimums of 3,767. Functionally, AGL-wise, we're more like about 11,000 feet right now, which at 40 miles out is just perfect. As I mentioned, we're basically beneath those clouds now. Down to 9,000, we'll slow to 250 for early speed.
And maintain 9,000 feet, keep speed not above 250 knots, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Interesting speed restrictions. 9,000. We should get a further descent instruction down to 6 at Yigud. Just 37 miles out though now, so we'll slow to 260. They want us at 250. We'll get there. We'll get there, I promise. Coming in a little bit slower than I normally would, but these speed restrictions appear on the published approach plates for whatever airport in question you're dealing with, and I love that the sim's able to incorporate them. I find that very impressive. And I'm hopeful that the upgraded scenery I bought for Billings, Montana works. We'll know here in about 11 minutes. Passing below 12,000 now. 30 miles out. Just fine. Just looks so good. Still got a headwind, partial headwind about 10 o'clock, 38 knots, nothing we can't handle. Shallow our descent rate now to 1,600 feet per minute. Slow to 250. As we close in on 10,000 feet. 10.6 right now. We keep our anti-icing equipment on for now. Outside air temperature's -2. We do have weather, some clouds anyway, not weather, but clouds in the area. Coming up on Crow, about to make a very slight right turn at Crow. After Crow is Hardin, HRDIN, and then Wygood, where you want to be at no lower than 6,000 feet. Headed to Crow, as I said, and we're just 44 seconds from Crow, and you can actually see it right there. Crow. And that ETE, estimated time en route, tells you how far you are from your next waypoint. And then that'll, there, it just changed to HRDI, which is Hardin. And we're 2 minutes and 29 seconds from that.
Descend and maintain 6,700 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via Sheridan transition.
More speed restrictions. What did he call it?
Descend and maintain 6,700 feet. Keep
Sheridan.
speed not above 230 knots.
HRDIN, Sheridan, I guess. More speed restrictions, though. They want us down to 230, so.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, contact Billings approach on 120.5.
Okay, there's the approach handoff. So the 230.
Going to 120.5.
Got a little
Cessna
freeze
Tree
there.
Bravo Whiskey.
Noticed
Billings
it
approach
freeze for a
Cessna
second. That
November
gave me a little
343
heartburn.
Bravo Whiskey is at 8,900 feet, descending 6,700 feet.
ILS information coming in. Shuttle out our descent rate a little bit. She's calling it HRDIN. That's fine. Ah, somebody else on approach. This guy right here. Right here. He's well ahead of us.
Maintain present heading and altitude Delta 23902.
Delta 23902. I'll have to check that on FlightAware. 2392. If that plane is headed into Billings right now, I'm going to flip. Let's see.
I have the runway in sight.
FlightAware is a great website because you can check real-time flights. What did we say? Delta 2 DAL 2392. Let's check it. Live, real thing. I'll be damned. It is a flight out of a Delta flight 2392 out of Minneapolis, left gate Charlie 2, headed to Billings, Montana, and landing presently. That is wild. That is just so great. All right, let's shallow out our descent rate to 500 feet per minute. We don't want to come in too low underneath that glide slope. We'll slow to 220. Just 16 miles out, so going to be there sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and slow to 210. Down to 6,000, 30 Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Cessna Tree Bravo.
That guy's out there in front of us, that Delta guy from Minneapolis. 15 miles out now. And the ILS is cooperating. There's the Delta guy. We might end up with a traffic conflict here, just because, I mean, we wouldn't in real life, but the sim does not handle airplanes in even remote proximity to each other well. Landing lights are on. ILS coming down. I'm going to wait till we get to Wygood when we'll make a gentle left turn to intercept the localizer. So to 190, 12 miles out. There's that Delta guy. That's so cool. I love it. Fresh in from Minneapolis. Who knew that Delta flew from Minneapolis to Billings? That's a cool flight.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, you are 11 miles southeast of Billings.
Yes, 11 miles.
Contact Billings Tower on 127.2 when inbound on the
Okay, there's the tower handoff. Billings Tower. Everything's going swimmingly right now. Uh-oh. There's two airplanes. Definitely a traffic traffic conflict go around
Tower on
coming.
127
I'm just giving you
decimal 2
heads up.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
That is going to happen,
Billings
so
Tower,
we're just
Cessna
going to ignore
November
it.
343 Bravo Whiskey 10 miles southeast.
Gotcha
bound
flaps.
ILS runway 28 right approach.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey Billings Tower. Altimeter 29 decimal 9 or 2 and 2 3 0.
See this? Here, see this problem that's developing?
Runway 28 right approach.
Let's go ahead and activate nav
Clear
mode.
ILS runway 28 right approach Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Oh, we're already on it, and then we'll collect APPR and intercept the glide slope instantaneously. Look at this guy. Look what's happening here, you guys. This guy just snuck in right in front of me. You got Delta, you got Envoy. This guy just got in front of me. This'll be. Oh, everybody's landing on 28 right. This is gonna be a shit show. None of it my fault, however, so. Okay, so maybe Delta's landing on 28 left. Envoy's cleared to land 28 right. That's kind of what I'm gleaning from all this. Let's set 160. We'll go outside. We'll put down our landing gear. Oh boy. Wow. Very cool. I mean, it's silly that this should be a problem, but we've got Delta landing on 28 left. We got Envoy on 28 right. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Oh, Delta landed with no problem. So it's just this Envoy clown that's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna slow to 150. What did I say our approach speed was? I always forget this. 144. Okay. Other notch of flaps. And we'll go full flaps.
3 mile final runway 28 right.
Yeah, the Envoy guy is landing right in front of us, and he's not going to get off the runway in time, so we're going to have a traffic conflict. They're going to tell us to go around, but I'm not going to. All right, 3 mile final. Auto throttle disconnected. Full flaps, landing lights on, gears confirmed down. Right on the glide slope, just perfect. It's just this Envoy guy is... Hopefully he goes around or something and... Coming over Billings. Look at this.
500.
Call out. Right on the glide slope and airspeed's perfect. Look at this ridge line. Oh, the airport's sort of up on a bluff. Autopilot. I have the airplane. Told you. I don't even see him on the runway. Runway 28 right, confirmed. 20. 10. Ooh, man, landed long. Come on, come on. Winds are coming out of 10 o'clock. Spoilers are up. Reversers on. I don't see any airplane on the runway, do you? Reversers are not on. There they are.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, did you hear my last transmission?
I told you guys that was going to happen. I told you. I knew it. I could see it from 100 miles away. All right, 12 knot wind out of about 10 o'clock, so minor crosswind, but we got it. We got a left exit coming up here.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, please acknowledge.
Okay, yes. I'm going to exit. I want to say again so he doesn't cancel.
Billings Tower, did it copy? Please say again for Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, go around.
Spoilers are down. Oh, go around? Well, I can't go around now. I'm already on the runway. Now we'll get cleared to ground. That was kind of a shit show. But at least it wasn't a surprise. Like, I knew it was coming. Let's see. Can I go over to ground now, please? Thank you. Ground services. Tune Billings ground. Request pushback. Oh, boy. Taxi to parking. There we go. All right, friends.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey request
request taxi to parking.
What's interesting is I never saw the guy on the runway.
Taxi to general aviation parking using
Flaps.
taxiway cross runway 25.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway
Well, that was
cross runway
fun.
25 Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Local time. 1:13 p.m.
Approaching runway 0725.
Interesting that I'm just looking at the airport diagram. Runway 28 left. There's no way that Delta landed on runway 28 left. That's only 3,800 feet long. Well, look, you know, you look at what it's trying to do in terms of what the software is trying to do, and you got to be a little forgiving. You know, it's doing its best. Yeah, Delta is not landing on, I wouldn't think, on runway 28 left. Sounds like a GA runway to me. You know, I got the whole day free. What to do? I guess there's more yard work to do, I guess. Weeding. The Santa Ana windstorm was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I got plenty of cleaning up I can do for that. Leaves and branches that blew down and so forth. Guess I'm just glad the power has thus far, anyway, stayed on. Oh, look at hers. I almost forgot. Remember, this is the upgraded scenery. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look default. It does not look default. I'll be a monkey's uncle. There's a lot of cars in the parking lot. There's our parking space. Oh yeah. Looks like we've got some Air Force military aircraft over here. Alright, left turn. Let's go back inside. Oh yeah, look at the purchase software. 12, 13 bucks or something, whatever I paid for this. There's a nice tower, parking lot. They got microwave towers right here. American flag. I love it. And there's our marshaller. There we go, friends. That was great! Other than the ATC goofiness with the traffic problems. Well, thanks for joining us on this full flight, my friends. And turn off our taxi light. We'll look outside real quick. There she is. November 343 Bravo Whiskey, our girl. Look at this airport. I love it. I love it. It's great. Oh, that's awesome. All right, short flight, but a fun one. Kill our remaining lights. And we'll, oh, I don't think we ever stopped our timer. I'm sorry. Probably more like, well, I don't know, 25, 26. Anyway, friends, let's go ahead and kill the left engine. We'll drop the logbook screen. Welcome to Billings, Montana. As our 50-state tour continues. KSHR Sheridan to Billings. Just a 21. Wow, only a 21-minute, 46-second flight. After this is Jackson Hole, where I bought the upgraded scenery for that too, so we'll see what that looks like. I don't know if I'll do it today or not. Probably. Depends on how bored I get just sitting around here by myself. God, I think what I could be doing. But this was good, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun little full flight video. Hopefully you agree. We got a lot of time in this sim now, 503 hours. I think about 2/3 of it in the Longitude exclusively. Anyway, have a nice Friday, everybody. And got a few more flights in for sure. This weekend, if nothing else. Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii. Wow, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states left in our 50-state tour. Amazing. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.